Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So I'm popping on to pull us a Sacred Rebels guidance message. I also feel as though you might need it at this time. So I'm picking up that there's something about this, a choice of two. Perhaps you felt as though you had a choice of two things and you had to choose between two things. And all of a sudden you realise that you're not happy with either choices, and that actually you don't really want to pick either. You're deciding to choose something completely different. In fact, you're choosing to not choose either option, whatever that means for you. It's as though one person wants to whisper all the sweet nothings into your ear and tell you all the words that they think that you want to hear. They want to tell you all the right things, say all the right things. But is there any follow through? Do they follow through on their actions? Is your heart being called that way? And perhaps on the other hand, there's someone that maybe you felt as though there might have been something there, but that led you down a road of disappointment. And right now on the journey at this place on your path, it's like you're choosing to walk away from both options because you choose yourself. At this point on the journey, you know what you deserve. Kindness, respect, honesty, loyalty, trust and truth. Just a few. Just a few things on the list there. Most importantly, it needs to be authentic and true before it can even reach you. What Sacred Rebels guidance message would like to come through for the collective today? For Saturday, let's find out. Let's get us a message. Wow. Eager Beaver, we've got a card popped out already. An Eager Beaver. Okay. Wow. Not sure what to think about that, but there we go. And then we've got, what do you feel? What do you feel about that? What do you feel? What do you feel? There's the options. So you've got this one and you've got this one. What do you feel? What do you feel? Because it's important at this time to trust your feelings. Trust your heart. Allow yourself to become confused. Feel as though you are divinely protected by all these spirit animals, by nature. Trust yourself. If you don't feel safe to approach either option, then that's your choice. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to make that choice. Receiving. Because whatever feelings it is that you are receiving, it's true for you. It's down to you to listen to. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. You've got to tap in to your heart. And sometimes you need to protect your heart. So card 9, what do you feel? I'm going to pause at a moment before beginning. Just take a sip of my drink, thank you. Okay. So, there are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting you from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path to be chosen, lived and created only by you. Someone else cannot become the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. This oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. You have been thinking about which way to go with a matter of importance, and you have got a bit stuck in the logic of the decision-making process. Sometimes we need to accept that any path is a path forward, and if it is not the best path, we can change our approach later on if needed. If we are slightly off base with a decision, life will often shift and move to guide us back on track. We don't have to be perfect. In fact, there is rarely ever a perfect choice to be made. Just some choices that feel more heart-honouring than others. Sometimes we can only really know in hindsight if we made the best choice possible in that moment. At the time of decision-making, we only really have our internal guidance to rely upon, and that is all that we need. The oracle of what do you feel is telling you there is no need to punish or traumatize yourself with possible choices. Just making a choice will set things in motion. The best way to catalyze the situation you are in and bring about healing change, stimulate your creative juices and find a more inspired, energized and enjoyable approach to life is to just make a choice based on what you feel right now, not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. So ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And go from there. If you cannot relate to the need to make a choice between two or more clear alternatives, then the oracle brings you this message. You are at a crossroads in your journey, and the choices you make at this time, even simply choosing to do things a little differently without much drama associated with the decision, are powerful triggers for some great magic to enter your life. Take a different approach to something. Be open to that which makes you uncomfortable, but could be exciting and interesting. Even small adventures will yield big rewards right now. It matters less that you do the most wonderful thing ever, and more that you simply take an action from your heart. Open up to the creative magic of life, and don't worry about how it is all going to work out. The bigger creative flow of life is sorting out all the details, and you are not immune to that plan. In fact, you are a natural part of it. So just spend some time with your own feelings and know that all is going to work out perfectly. Trust yourself. It's time for you to trust yourself. You are wise. You know how to grow, even without knowing how you know. Like the ancient forests, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes the oak, there is a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason. It just happens. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force that is so palpable it literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so invisible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen and for us to be all right. We can become unnecessarily anxious about our affairs and how life will unfold. This oracle brings the message that you are growing. You really are. Don't doubt it, even if you don't see it yet. Remember that so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground. Below the earth, it is summoning up all the might, power, and force it needs to push above the topsoil and burst up into the light. It is essential for anything good to happen later on. Yet, we don't see any of that. We just have to trust that things will happen when the time is right. You are also being asked to trust in yourself. You know how to grow. Don't overthink things. It won't help you. Don't worry so much. You are doing a great job in this game of life. When you trust yourself, you relax and you can heed your own wisdom, insight, and messages much more clearly and easily. This oracle comes with particular guidance. You have a big destiny this lifetime and much to experience. Sometimes you make the error of judging something that is unpleasant as negative or a mistake. It isn't. It's just part of your great hunger for experience. It doesn't mean you have to have a lot of it, but when you do, don't shame yourself for it. Simply let it be. Maybe it's just fertilizer for your next step on your path. It's all part of your life process, and it's all a sign of growth. This oracle is also telling you not to resist any points of instability in your life. This even applies to your most treasured relationships or creative projects. That instability is just a growing pain because more consciousness, more love, and more light wants to infiltrate and pervade all parts of your life. The instability is not a sign of sickness, but of growth. So don't fret. Instead, choose to flow and grow. Choose to flow and to grow. So I hope that helps you make your decision at this time. So thank you, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed today's message, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this message helpful today. So thank you once again, and much love. I will see you next time. Bye for now.